Together, Pacquiao and Roach soon emerged as one of the most prominent duos in the sport. Their success rooted in a bond that was far deeper than that of teacher and student.
He's not only my trainer, he's also my advisor and like my father and like my parents. He's looking for my my future, you know, good future, not bad.
He was like my pride and joy. I didn't really focus on the rest of my stable. I had some good fighters too, but I didn't, you know, he was the most important to me.
Pacquiao made a steady march through boxing's lower weight classes. And then in 2008, an audacious plan was hatched for him to confront, quite literally, the biggest challenge of his career.
It's been widely reported that I was the one who came up with the idea of Pacquiao, who had moved up from the featherweight divisions to winning a lightweight title, to challenge De La Hoya, who was then fighting as a welterweight and junior middleweight. Guilty.
I've never known a man to turn down a $25 million drug test.
Mayweather's agreement with Mosley included, for the first time ever in a boxing match, USADA blood and urine testing.
You got the urine collector, blood collector, and the check collector.
In the fight, Mayweather was momentarily pushed.
There's a hard right hand, and that may be the hardest punch that Floyd Mayweather has taken in recent years. Mosley, another big right hand.
But he recovered and improved his perfect record to 41-0.
Another day at the office.
It was a pretty one-sided fight, so let's go to the next business at hand.
Manny Pacquiao take the blood and urine test, we can make the fight happen for all the fans.
And if he doesn't?
We don't got no fight.
I don't think the fight's gonna happen because I think he's scared to lose.
Keep on dogging me around. Must be that old.
If you want to fight, let's make it happen. You don't want to fight. If he's a clean athlete, what is he hiding? If we're at the elite level, it should be elite testing. That's all I'm saying.
Defend yourself at all times.
You never give me a fair shake.
I wish I was 50 years younger and I'd kick your ass. Floyd Mayweather knew that the next question was going to be about, why don't you fight Pacquiao? That's still the question.
I'm kind of tired of Floyd, to be honest with you. He's just like, you know, either shut up and fight or not. He wants to make the rules. He wants to dictate everything. We'll fight him any day of the week. Well, who's he to make the rules?
Since you don't know Mr. Freddie Roach, he is TBE, the best ever. That's why he can make the rules. Freddie Roach. Let's talk about Freddie Roach. By your own admission, when Manny Pacquiao showed up, you neglected the rest of your stable to focus on Manny Pacquiao. And now you want to know who Floyd is. Floyd is the man who made your career. Floyd is the man who made Manny Pacquiao's career. The minute Pacquiao showed up, right, Floyd had taken over Top Rank, and then he stepped off from Top Rank. He became #1 fighter in the world. Left Top Rank, left HBO. They were starving and desperate, making no more bread. Floyd made it with one fight with Canelo Alvarez more than HBO did the whole year. Now you on the scene with Manny Pacquiao, and Floyd gives you the blueprint. Everybody who Floyd fights, you take and you go fight with Manny Pacquiao. Floyd breaks him down, gives you the Mayvenchi code on how to beat him, and then Manny Pacquiao books a fight and fights him. I mean, that doesn't take much training if you ask me. If you ask me, Floyd Mayweather is Manny Pacquiao's trainer. You just got into the Hall of Fame based off of following Floyd's example. So you need to thank the man for the Mayvenchi code and not question who he is. Floyd has made Manny's career and your career You was floundering around before you started following him. And while we're talking about trainers, all right, let's still stay here on Freddie Roach. Every time there's a fight against somebody Freddie Roach is training and Floyd Mayweather, Freddie says, I know how to beat him. Every time. I know how to beat him. I know how to beat him. You lost every time. How do you know how to beat him? Before this fight, he was saying the same thing. I know how to beat him. I know how to beat him. And Floyd keeps saying, I face Freddie Roach every time. And he says the same thing every time. And this is no different. And lo and behold, same exact thing. Freddie Roach has no credibility. Freddie Roach just run his mouth to run his mouth. And then every time he try and disrespect Senior, Floyd Mayweather Sr. Let's talk about Senior and Roger Mayweather. Roger Mayweather and Floyd Mayweather Sr., they're not just trainers, they're boxing programmers. They're boxing programmers. They taught Floyd Money Mayweather back when he was a young shorty the defense, the offense, the footwork, the everything, the mental tenacity that puts him head and shoulders above everybody he faces in the ring. Going into the ring with Manny Pacquiao, Floyd already won. Because Freddie Roach was talking about he knows how to beat Floyd, but not Manny Pacquiao. But Floyd was saying he knows how to beat Manny, and he does. Manny's trying to tell and communicate to Pacquiao what to do. Don't nobody have to tell Floyd what to do. Floyd go in there with his mental capacity and he breaks down the trainer and the boxer. He's hands down way better than whatever fighter's in front of him. And Floyd Money Mayweather Sr. and Roger Mayweather are the greatest boxing programmers and boxing trainers that this sport has seen, for their fighter to be able to mentally make every adjustment on the fly and outsmart, outwit, and outfight every fighter that's put in front of him. Senior does not get the credit. And Floyd, what Floyd did with that relationship, this is why I say Floyd has the Mayvenchi code, and it's bigger than just fighting. It's more of an example to every family, every African American male, every African American family out there. Floyd could have kicked Senior to the curb like everybody wanted to. They all wanted to drive a wedge between Floyd and Senior. But what did Floyd do? Floyd brought him back into the fold. He put Pops back up on the top spot where he deserved to be. Floyd could have turned his back on him, which many people do. Sons who feel their fathers left them or got into trouble and disappeared or whatever. A lot of times, not all they say when they get on TV, when they make it is, "Hi, Mom." Floyd ain't abandoned his father, and I respect you for that, dude. The best ever, hands down, best ever role model for the African American community.